So there has been buzz and people are talking. What is the Evercade? Why do you need one? Why do I need one? We're going to get this thing open and answer those questions right now. So here it is, the Evercade Premium Pack, coming with the Data East Pack, the Atari Pack, and the Interplay Pack. You know, the idea here is that we're getting back into cartridge collecting for something. Yeah, like I need to do more of that. But anyway, here it is. I forgot even ordering this thing, honestly. I mean, I've had it pre-ordered for probably over a year. But here it is. Let's get it open. This 3-game pack retails for $99.99. So again, the questions we've got to answer are, who is this for? Why do we need this? And is it worth the price of admission? I don't know. I've got a lot of questions. There are reasons I have for owning one of these, but they may just be mine and mine alone. Ready to play again. Well, technically I was already ready to play all of these games. A lot of these games are already on the online Nintendo service on Switch. So, you know, to say we need a portable version of these that we can hook to a TV, a lot of us already own that. Again, who is this for? And why do we need it? So here's the unit. And, I mean, the D-pad feels nice. Buttons feel good. It's got some heft. You got a big old screen on it. I mean, there's a lot to be said for how nice it looks. Cartridge slot. I mean, these kind of things are just fun, aren't they? But it's like, again, how many different ways to play these same games do you honestly need? What is this going to bring to the table that isn't already on the table? So there is this, the micro HDMI slot, and mind you, it is a micro, so you got to make sure you have a cable for that. I recently acquired one. So, you know, this can be hooked to the TV and played, but there again, we're just talking about stuff the Switch does. Now, if we're talking price on this versus the Switch price, obviously, this is more affordable, but you already have a Switch, right? So again, what is this going to do? And then I've got to buy cartridges for it, which is supposed to be the fun thing. That's part of the sale here. Hey, you can collect cartridges for this, but do you want to do that? I mean, we have so many options like this, but the game's already on it. So here we have our games. The Atari collection has some decent stuff on it. Again, I do not need another way to play these games, but here is another way to play these games. There's some pretty good picks on the Data East collection. Again, Burger Time, Burnin' Rubber. I mean, we've got piles of ways to play this. Midnight Resistance is on it though, and that's a really cool game if you've never played it. But yeah, I mean, Two Crude Dudes, are you kidding me? That one's fantastic. So there is some good stuff on here. And Interplay, I don't know. I mean, I'm not exactly lining up to play Interplay games or anything, but I mean, Battle Chess was neat for what it was. Clay Fighter was okay, but it gets overly done just because of, you know, valuable iterations of that game. It's really not that great. So I'm probably the least excited about this one, but it's here, it comes with it, so we'll take it. And we've bought one additional. That's right, the Technos collection, because, well, if you watch the show, you know I'm into these. I'm a Double Dragon nut. Love the River City games, and Super Dodgeball, one of my favorite NES carts of all time. There we go. So, kind of cool, man. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool opening something up with a cartridge in it in 2020 and knowing that yes, you can collect these. Again, that has to be in you, the collector in you. It has to appeal to you for that reason before I can even start to make sense of the price of one of these things. And you know, it's probably worth it for what you're getting. But again, you just have to ask if what you're getting is something that you still currently need in some way. Is this something that you can't already get? Is this something you don't already have? Wow. Alright, here we go. Boy, it's loud. Alright, so we're going to cut the volume down just a little bit. Double Dragon. Let's go with what we know. I want to see something I've seen oh so many times. That sounds good. River City looks good. The fact that Super Double Dragon is on here is no joke. A fantastic game, as you probably well know. So yeah, the Double Dragon, the Technos collection, that had to happen. So we've got the Atari cart in here. A little adventure action. I mean, the sound is really nice, and you know, I don't mean to sound underwhelmed. There's just only so much you can say about this. I mean, it looks exactly like you think it would. And it's portable. So let's look at some other functionality here, why don't we? The fact that we do have a save state. And I hit A on that. I'm assuming that worked. I mean, did that save it? State slot 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know. How many are there? I hit load and I'm right there. Let's make sure that actually did something. It's not really showing that it's not confirming that it's doing anything. Okay, so yeah, it puts us right back there. So yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to have a little bit of a screen there to see what's on those slots. I mean, you would just have to remember what was on them. And you know, likely on an Atari game, you're not going to use more than one save, state. Even if you probably won't use one at all. You know, that would be on some of the other games, some of the 8-bit goodness on the Technos collection, stuff like that. But anyway, I'd like to see a little bit more functionality there than we're seeing, but that's what we got. Alright, so we're going to take a look at this on the big screen here. Super DodgeBall, because I love it. Seems like every time I bump an input or anything, the system resets itself. So, I don't know, man. This instantly feels weird just because of the button layout and the game being what it is. The whole thing about this Evercade is they're trying to sell you a shortcoming or a hindrance as an asset, in the idea that, oh, you have to collect cartridges for this, but that's something you want to do, right? Well, I mean, I don't know, is it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I gotta keep in mind, there's a lot of newcomers, a lot of Johnny-come-latelys in the retro universe that, you know, this may be more appealing than trying to collect the original cartridges. I've got all the original stuff, and other ways to play these games probably 10 times over or more. I'm probably shortchanging that figure by a bit. So again, you know, you have to ask who this is for. And at the end of the day, I don't think it's for me. We got to talk about the fact that this thing is $100, and then that's just, you know, that's the entry level. Then you got to start buying $30 cartridges. When, you know, a lot of these games, $30 would get you a few of them, you know, the actual hardware. Now you can say, oh, well, this is portable. But, you know, there again, so is the Nintendo Switch, which a lot of you already own. Most of you that do would already have the online service. Therefore, you've already got access to these games. A little Renegade action. Oh. Okay, so the unit just reset itself for no reason. If you touch the HDMI port, it resets itself. And it just did it again. What is going on here? Okay, so I mean, that right there, this doesn't make the grade. This is not a passing grade. Okay. That's pointless. Pointless to have this if that's what it does. Let me test it again. You touch it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. If you touch the HDMI plug-in, it resets itself. And you're going to, because it's up here by a bumper. It's up here by a button. It's where you grip it. So, yeah, that's definitely a design flaw. If they were going to have it be that sensitive, then that needed to have been placed in the center. Wow. And now it's just not reading at all. Wow. Well, that's a miss right there. $99 for that. I definitely expect better. And I've got to say at this point, this is not worth your money. Come on. Okay, so let's don't start damage controlling this either. Like, oh, well, it works portable and that's what you're supposed to buy it for. Stop. Because honestly, the only reason I didn't cancel the order for this when I even saw I still had one is because I saw it could be hooked up to the TV. So, you know, we got some multi-function there. And more importantly, we've got a way to live stream this and we can actually take some online tours of what it has going on. But in attempting to do so, we have uncovered the Achilles heel, if you will, the fatal flaw. The fact that this thing resets itself if you disconnect the HDMI, which I've checked this with other YouTubers' reviews. Theirs do the same thing. So no, it's not a defective unit. That's just how it works. Now, in this case, though, we're just barely brushing the connection, barely touching the cable because it's on the right side near the buttons where you're gripping it, and it's resetting the system. It's turning itself off. So I'm sorry, that it's unplayable at that point, you know, in that mode. Yes, it works portably, but who cares? Come on. I mean, this thing would have been a neat idea 10 years ago. If you ask me, it's just late to the party, that's all. You can still buy it and enjoy it from a portable standpoint, but we're talking about $99 and then the need to purchase the games after the fact on physical media, store them and transport them. So I don't know. It's going to be a no from me. It's a no from me on that. And honestly, I cannot believe that this didn't get tested a little bit better. I mean, that HDMI issue, that's glaring. That's huge. I'm not sure how that got through R&D or whatever, but that's absolutely crazy. Let me know what you think. Do you have one of these things? Have you tried one of these things? Are you okay with it, or are you as irritated as I am right now? Leave me something in the comment section of this video, because you know that I love getting a conversation going with you right here on the Emceemur Show. Something that we do a lot of. You know, I didn't buy this thing to rip on it. I swear I didn't. I mean, I saw I had the pre-order still, and I let it come on because I was like, you know, we could have some fun with this. And again, I'm the demographic for this. I'm the idiot that buys everything, you know? So, oh, great, I get to open boxes and there's cartridges. Great, I'm the guy you want to sell that to. And it's not doing it for me. The functionality's not there. One of this thing's biggest selling points is its ability to hook up to a larger TV, you know, a la the Switch functionality. And no, you can't have it reset itself in the middle of nowhere. And it's not just touching the cable. I mean, even if you didn't touch it, you can turn the system a little bit to the left or the right, and the rigidity and the stiffness of the HDMI cable itself could inadvertently tweak the connection. It takes very little to make it do that, and then your game is over. So yeah, it's gonna be a no from me. Well, I guess that's gonna do it. I hope that you liked this video. I hope that this helped. I hope this was informative in some way, because I mean, again, that's just a really glaring oversight, a really big issue there if you ask me. So maybe this saves you some money. Let me know what you think. Drop a like on this video. And most importantly, I hope that you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur Show and be a part of our nation, because we're rising up all the fantastic things that we do right here on the show. You need to be a part of it. Make sure that you smack that notification bell so you're always the first to know when new content goes live, because you know that I love making it for you, including but not limited to fantastic reviews, and there's so many more coming your way. So just lots to think about, lots to talk about. We'll get into it in the comments. It is what it is. Hey, Emceemur signing off for this review, and I will see each and every one of you again on the next one.